Hey guys!
We are Ann and Jeff from What Doesn't Suck, if you don't know us. If you've somehow just stumbled on this page accidentally and you're wondering why this video is live, Ann and I live here in Dubai. We have for the last few years made travel videos.
People are coming.
Hello,
Hi.
people! And Ann's been here for 6 years and I've been here for 4. And we just quit our jobs.
We just did that. Oh my god.
We're going to go travel around the world.
That's
for
the plan.
A while.
Yeah, we're leaving in 2 weeks and we honestly cannot believe, the time has come. We've been waiting for this time for so long, and it's almost there, and it's really freeing. We honestly cannot wait. We're so excited. So we just wanted to share a few things with you guys.
Hey Joshi, how are you?
Hey guys. Hey Jesse.
Hey Jesse, how are you guys?
I'm sorry, 2 people commented in Arabic, but we can't read that.
Our Arabic is not that good yet. But I hope everybody who is had a fantastic iftar.
Yeah.
And maybe you're in
What time is it? 8.
a coma on the couch right now and relaxing.
So grab some popcorn and let's start it.
Hey, Nepal friends, that's fantastic.
Hey Joshi. Hey Amir.
Hey Jesse.
Thanks Jesse.
So
All right,
anyway,
let's do it.
we thought that, hey Nabo, how you doing, buddy? We would love to come back to Beirut. So we decided that, we asked a few guys on Instagram, we asked you guys if you'd be interested in a Q&A sort of about why we decided to leave, how we planned this trip, how we budgeted it, really how we planned it out. And so we wanted to do this for you guys to just sort of ask away. We've collected all of your questions and put everything together in a beautiful spreadsheet that you guys asked on Instagram and Facebook and Messenger, and we're going to take it away.
Okay, let's get started. So how I did this basically, we've asked you guys on Insta, and I collected all the questions that we received on DM and on comments, and I classified them by category, so it's a bit easier. What I'm going to do once this video is done, I'm going to add back the questions in the description with timestamps. If you just want to skip ahead to a question, it's easier.
Hold on. TC Ebru said you look like you lost weight. So that's good.
Oh, well,
because we're trying to get
you.
super healthy for our around the world trip, so that's awesome.
We said on the date we leave 19th of June, we're going to be the healthiest ever, so we're working on that. But thank you, appreciate that. All right, shall we get started?
Yeah, let's go.
All right, let's do this. So first of all, we wanted just to come back quickly on our itinerary. I can't pronounce that. Itinerary, sure. A lot of you guys have asked us where are we going, and we're excited to tell you. So bear in mind, nothing is set in stone as of yet, but what we can tell you is that we're going to start in 2 weeks with the US.
Yeah.
And we're going to do a big road trip, and it's going to be super cool along the West Coast, national parks. So that's going to be for about a month. Then we're going down to South America, to Brazil for a wedding. Then we're going to go to Bolivia, Peru, Ecuador. Then we're jumping back to Europe again for another wedding, and then we're going to Greenland, which is so cool.
I think a lot of our travel this year has been inspired by some of our best friends getting married in places like Brazil, Greece, France, and India. So we've planned this sort of interesting and unique route around the world to try to see sort of as much as we can during the right seasons and the right friends in the right places, and also just tick off some things that have been on our bucket list for a long time.
Thanks guys for getting married. I love weddings and I love traveling, so this is perfect.
I might have to propose again.
Oh, yeah, do. And then so what I was saying is then we'll figure it out what we do afterwards, but we'll keep you guys updated, promise.
So what's our first question?
All right, so our first questions, I put 2 in one because it's kind of the same question. One's in French, wasn't in English, but basically
Love in Dubai asked.
It's in French. It says, qu'est-ce qui vous a décidé à vraiment tout lâcher et partir à la découverte du globe? Good luck. And the second person is Shak Ayhal.
Hey Brad.
Hey Brad. Second person is asking, I'm curious to know what really led you to this decision. So basically,
first of all, do you want to tell me what that says in French, since I can't read it?
It's the same question. It basically means what made you decide to, kind of throw everything away and go discover the world. Hey.
Oh, maman.
Salut maman. My mom is watching.
Hey Natasha.
Hey Natasha. All right. So why are we leaving?
Well, I think I came to Dubai 4 years ago, and I had a plan that I wanted to stay here for maybe 3 years and save a certain amount of money. And a week into that plan, I met this little ball of trouble over here, and now I've been here for 4. And I think it's been an absolutely fantastic chapter for me and for us, and it's been amazing living here in Dubai. It's given both of us some incredible opportunities, and most importantly, besides meeting each other, we've been able to travel to some incredible places. I think last year we went to 17 or 18 countries, and Dubai is perfectly placed in the world to get to Africa, to Europe, to Asia, to India, within just a couple hours. So we really, started making all these travel videos and traveling on the weekends, making these 48-hour travel guides. And after 6 years for Anne and 4 years for me, we're really excited to focus, I think, sort of more full time on making travel videos for you guys to show more of the world and to hopefully spend more than a weekend in some places.
Yeah, I guess. And as some of you guys might know, we got married last September. So, yay. So yeah, I mean, we just got married. We don't have kids. We don't have a loan. We don't have anything, that really forces us to stay at a specific place. So we figured out, when is the best time? And, we figured out now is the best time. We're still kind of young-ish. We're young-ish, we're healthy, we are together, and it's just great. So we're gonna take this big leap. We both kind of wanted to do that. Jeff has traveled a bunch more than I did, but I always kind of wanted to do something like that. And now it seems like the perfect time, so we can't wait to escape. We love Dubai, don't get us wrong. We really have spent wonderful years here. We met incredible people, had really great opportunities. But we're just excited for the next chapter, and I feel like that's what a lot of people in Dubai here are conscious of. That not everyone, I guess, but we didn't really want to finish our life here, and that was pretty clear, I think, for everyone that knows us. So, yeah. I think that's answering it.
Hey Mustafa, yes, I do remember meeting in Barasti and talking about going to Iran, and we would still absolutely love to go. My visa got rejected the last time I applied, but I just got to start all over again, and we really, really would love to go soon.
We'll get you a French passport. You can get on arrival.
Yeah, and now you wonder why we got married.
Oh, okay. That is good to know. We'll talk about this afterwards.
I have to learn how to speak French first. It's never going to happen.
Yeah, start there, huh? Okay. All right, next question. Serene MMA is asking, I'm curious to know what sorts of jobs you have. So we did that question a lot, throughout the last few years. So very simply, I work in social media for an advertising agency in Dubai, and Jeff is a TV producer. So, I think you kind of understand where it comes from, that we just created this blog and this video. We just... sorry.
It goes away.
We just... it just really fitted what we like to do and what we did in our daily jobs. So we just started the blog, three and a half years ago?
Yeah, we started just over 3 years ago, and we really just wanted to be able to capture, I think, our adventures together, and working in social media and knowing what Snapchat is, and me working in video and television production was just a nice little match for us to be able to take our work skills and go out on the road and have fun with them.
Yeah.
We just do everything on an iPhone with very limited little tools, and we just have fun and go out and make these little travel videos for you guys.
Also, what's really cool is that we really complement each other in that way of working, but we also learn from each other a lot, right? So you learned a bunch of social media. He now knows what Snapchat is. He doesn't say Twittergram anymore, which is a huge step.
It's my favorite.
And I'm starting to learn a little bit. I'm way behind Jeff in that regard, but we got a drone. I'm the dedicated drone pilot, so I started to learn it.
Yes, Captain.
It's not that easy.
No, it's good. I think we've learned how to sort of delegate tasks and be able to, just really focus on the few things that we're really good at and try to have the other person complement. And, that's helped us a lot.
That's helped us a lot. Great fit.
So let's get to the money. That's what everybody wants to know.
Everyone wants to know about the money, huh? All right, let's do this.
Any Loca
is asking, how are you handling the expenses for such travel? How long does someone need to prepare for such a journey? And I've grouped that with two other questions that are quite similar. One from nburn1317 saying, how are you planning to budget / keep track of spending while gone for an extended trip? And Vanessa Fitter is asking about travel budgeting. Do you have any tips? I remember you once saying you put your apartment on Airbnb when you travel. Is there anything else? All right, let's get started.
Anne is
So-
the financial expert in this gruesome twosome, so I will let her start with this one.
Okay, so first of all, you need one of the two that is a little bit close to money and, tracking things, because otherwise it can quickly become a big mess. So I'm not obsessed with it, but I like to track with the money. I know to know where it goes. I like to, plan ahead in advance to avoid any kind of like issues on the road, right? So Jeff will tell you, and anyone that know me would tell you that I'm a huge fan of Excel spreadsheets. I do Excel spreadsheets for everything, and it does help.
It's
You
true.
like them
It's
now.
absolutely true. I'm never like a organized person like that. I'm way more chill. Like, we'll figure it out. It's all going to be good. But Anne has really broken down spreadsheets. We have about 10 spreadsheets for this trip with different sections every single day, categories for flights, accommodation, meals, things to do, places to see,
Yeah.
reservations that have been made. And this has made planning a trip like this so much easier to wrap our heads around being on paper in front of us.
Yeah, so I wouldn't say necessarily that we need to plan, day by day and literally hour by hour and activity by activity, but I think it's great to have an idea in terms of estimations, because you do need a budget, right? You need a overall budget. You need to know about how much you're going to spend. And in order to do that, you need to know kind of what you're going to do. You don't have to go really into the details yet, because, that's also part of the fun while you travel, to like experiment and do things on the go. But you need to have an idea, right?
And
So-
there will always be unexpected things that happen when you're traveling. And
yeah, well,
being
otherwise it
able,
wouldn't be fun.
being able to map out a lot of things really helps you to feel a bit more confident. When it goes back to the money side of things, I think a lot of people maybe thought, and see, couples, going to quit their jobs and travel around the world, that we just made this decision last night, woke up this morning and quit our jobs.
Yeah.
But in order to do something like this, we had to be meticulous about our planning, about our savings, and about, making sure that we really had all our ducks in a row when it came to planning this thing. So we again, just looked at what we were able to save each month. We made a spreadsheet, and we just extrapolated it out for months and months and figured, okay, if this is the amount of money that we want to leave here with and travel, this is how long it's going to take to get there. And every month we just put our money in our savings,
Yeah.
keep watching it get bigger, and really try to cut back on a lot of unnecessary expenses, and it's great. And it's something that's very satisfying to slowly watch that build. And it doesn't matter if you put 100 dirham or 1,000 dirham or 10,000 dirham into your savings account every month. Being able to watch that and say, watch that grow and being put towards your goal, whether it's travel or anything else, has just been really, really helpful for us.
That's true. And also once you're done estimating, you got your budget, it really helps you to fix a date, right? And that's one of the things that was the most exciting for us, and is the final day we could actually say, all right, we could save X amount in X amount of time. So basically this is allowing us to leave at X date. And once we had our date, everything kind of falls into places. You can start booking, you can start doing all these things. So yeah, start estimating, get your budget in order, stick to it as much as possible, and do that.
Yeah, it's
Anything else?
that's been the main way that we've been able to do this. We've set, we wanted to leave here with a certain amount of money, a percentage of which we would use to travel, and a percentage of which we'd put keep in our savings.
Yep.
And that also is really helping us feel like we're not just going around the world and spending all the money that we've saved. We've saved a percentage of it, and we're going to travel, until that percentage is up. And then at that point, we'll figure out if we're just beach bums in Thailand and
Probably.
we've run out of money, or who knows where we end up.
Let's find out. But in terms of tips, really, I think we will probably just write an article or something about it, because there's a bunch of them, and right now we kind of cannot really cover them all. Very quickly though, as we said, save. Especially in Dubai, it's easy to spend a lot of money thinking shopping, brunches, and all that. And we figured out, for example, that if you don't brunch for like 2 or 3 weeks, you could literally go on a weekend to Sri Lanka. So that that really helps putting things in perspective. Another quick tip that I can give you just right now, we are going to use an N26 card. So just, there's no transaction fee, there's no all that. So use the right, payment around the world. And it's accepted, I think, everywhere. But we'll do a more complete article on this.
This will all be in a big post later.
Yeah. Is there any particular day of the week, month when flights are cheaper?
Yes, Tuesdays the flights are the cheapest. On Mondays, all the major airlines release their weekly rates. And immediately on Tuesday morning, everybody's trying to undercut each other, and that's when the airlines reduce their fares for the week and sort of try to outbid or underbid their competitors. So if you are bored at work on a Tuesday morning and you're looking at flights, there's a pretty good chance that's going to be the cheapest that they get that week.
No, the day after tomorrow is Tuesday, so not our idea. I just want to make a quick comment. I know you guys are asking a lot of questions in the comment, but we just cannot follow up because we have the phone in front of us filming. So what we'll do is that after this video, we'll answer all of you individually on comments. So keep commenting. All right, moving on. Okay, would you rather spend on a quicker but more expensive flight connection or on the stay? Do you have a separate budget for stay, transport, food, activities? I think we agree on the fact that we'd rather stop somewhere for a couple of reasons. First of all, it's usually cheaper. And second of all, you can get to see more. We had pretty good, layovers that were long, and so it allow us to leave the airport and do a few things and, come back and, more to see. I mean, we'll take it.
Yeah, so there's a couple things here. Obviously, Dubai and in the UAE in general, there are almost more nonstop flights from this country than anywhere else in the world. So we have done a lot of our 48-hour trips with overnight nonstop flights both ways, because not only does it save us time because we only have a weekend, but also it saves us money because we don't spend money on a hotel there overnight, and we don't spend money on a hotel overnight on the way back. Mm-hmm. Now, it leaves us exhausted for a couple days, but that's a really good way to get somewhere quick and save money. On the other hand, lots of times you can find way cheaper airfares if you're a bit more flexible and you can have a layover. I've ended up in Hong Kong on 15-hour layovers like 5 times. And it's been a really great way for me to go out and explore a city for 12, 15 hours, and I'm not without spending the night. And it also allows you to, see different cities that maybe you want to go back to, which I think is really cool.
Yeah.
So I think that, depending on what you have, those are just the 2 best options. But I always like exploring, a city on a layover and seeing if I want to go back.
Mm-hmm. I see your comment, Brett, and I'm coming to it.
Hey,
next
Eric.
question. Hey, Eric. The next question, I don't know why I said Eric with an English accent because it's my brother and his name is French. Anyway, next question is about planning and packing. By Offbeat Wanderlust asking, have you planned day-by-day itinerary or just high-level cities and the rest will be done on the go? How much weight of luggage will you be carrying for 8-month trip? And the next person, kind of same question, is the real hot sauce.
Let's just go one at a time.
What will you pack? Yeah, but it's similar. So what will we pack? Is the question, I guess, and in what kind of bag. So we have the same luggage allowance.
This is our carry-on for each of us.
This is the duffel bag we both have. We both have one of those. And we have those and a backpack.
Yeah, so I think probably if you've watched our videos, we mentioned it a few times. We travel only carry-on. Anne always makes fun of my backpack, but a lot of her stuff is in it. But by far, it makes any trip easier. You don't have to get there early to check in bags. You don't have to wait for bags to come off the plane. There's no chance of things getting broken unless you break them, and there's no chance of the bags getting lost. So we 100% of the time, whether we're going for a weekend or a year, plan everything carry-on.
Yeah, so
how do you feel about that? Because I have like a pair of underwear and 2 t-shirts, and that's about it.
Well, to be honest, I'm fine with it because I don't own that much stuff. Like I know a lot of people. Brett, I'm looking at you. Will be like, how do you fit your life in a duffel bag, in a carry-on? And to be honest, it's just like I don't really mind because I don't have much stuff. I never go shopping. All my clothes are fairly, all my clothes are fairly basic. It's not my thing. Might become in the future, but for now I knew that I had to downsize, so I didn't really buy anything the past year. And we actually did the 2 downsizing session at home where we got rid of a bunch of stuff. We donated a bunch of clothes and it felt good. So I really like this, progress towards minimalism that we're going to, and I think that helps in that regard as well. And also, of course, I have zero desire of carrying a huge suitcase in buses and in planes and, all around the world. And we're not going to stay at 5-star hotels, and we're not going to have anyone carrying our luggage. So,
well, I think a lot of people who've traveled a few times realize that if you're going to be on the go and all over the place, there's no way you get really sick really quick of carrying around a whole lot of stuff, And you realize the more you travel that you wear fewer and fewer things. It's the same things. It's what's comfortable. It's what's light. It's that's what people wear, when they travel. And you use the same things a lot. And I think lots of people get home from trips and they've brought everything in their entire apartment, and they go, yeah, I didn't touch 80% of that. Yeah. So since we have to carry all of our own stuff, and since we are traveling for an extended period of time, it's been pretty easy to fit everything into the duffel bag. The bigger issue is figuring out how we fit all our electronic toys into a backpack.
We have more electronics than we have clothes.
Yeah, so we've got quite a number of little toys and gadgets and things that we travel with: GoPros, drone, camera, chargers, battery packs, accessories, and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, it's super light and it's all on our back.
Yeah, I think that's question done. Next question is after the trip. So Lara Allegra is asking, where will you settle down after your travel and what is your plan? So there is no plan. That's the plan.
Yeah, so I think one of the really exciting things about this is that we're sort of taking a leap in seeing what the world is going to provide for us. I think it's really scary to sort of start a new chapter and to dive off, but I think when you have a good partner, it makes it a lot easier to do it together, at least be terrified together. I hope.
We said we wouldn't wink. Don't do that. So we don't really have a specific plan in our head of what we're going to do afterwards. We don't even know how long we're going to travel for. We say 8 months, but things might happen. We might encounter some opportunities. We might do some cool stuff, some cool content. Things might come our way that will make us modify our trip, longer or shorter, by the way. We're completely open to anything. And maybe my planning skills are awful and we're gonna end up running out of money very quickly. But anyway, no plan, a little bit of plan. But for after the trip, we are looking at Europe. That's all we can say as of now, just because it brings us closer to both of our families from Dubai.
Yeah, I think it's been hard living so far away from Europe and the U.S. for years. Lots of weddings, graduations, funerals, birthdays, graduations. Did I say that? Yeah. I don't know. There's lots of those things that you just can't get to all the time, and it's tough to fly to L.A. for the weekend from Dubai on a 15-hour flight, and so it gets after a while. I think everybody likes to be home and close to family. I see my family maybe once a year, and I think the older we get, the more we appreciate being with family, spending time with family, and
of course,
I think that means a lot. So
so we're really looking forward to move closer to them. That's going to be a nice time. Okay, I have a couple of other random questions. No, sorry, I'm missing one. Someone else in Julia is asking, do you think you'll be back to Dubai after your trip? And Caroline Lariska is asking, are you guys leaving Dubai for good or just for the trip? How is living in Dubai?
Yeah. I think, I think it's impossible to say. I think right now the thing we're the most excited about is being able to take you guys around the world with us and to see some destinations that I hope are going to be adventurous and unique and interesting and exciting. And we really want help from you guys to determine, the types of adventures and videos that you guys want to see. We've done all these 48-hour guides. I think we've done 12. I'm editing 48 hours in Sudan right now. And so we're really excited to work on that content and share that with you. But we're really excited to expand a bit out of that and do things that are more than 48 hours and do different series of videos and different types of content. And so really, tell us what you want to see. We're so excited, and we feel so lucky that we've gotten such amazing people to follow and be excited about our content, and we really want your input on what you want to see. Yeah,
definitely. I think living in Dubai, doing Stay What Doesn't Sell for about 3 years, we have had the chance to see a lot of the region, even though we haven't seen it all. We'll come back. But as far as living in Dubai goes, for now we're happy to go. We might come back, we might not. We cannot tell you right now. But we are excited, as just Jeff was saying, to discover, other parts of the world. I've barely seen anything of the US, and it's your country, so we're gonna discover
American.
that more. In case you didn't know, I saw some people asking where are we from. I'm French is American, in case you couldn't tell. Hi. And so discovering a bit more of the world. I've never been to South America ever. I've been to Asia, a couple of times, but not really that much. And so we're just gonna go around the world, take you with us. That's the really important thing. The reason why we're doing a live and a Q&A is because we really want to interact with you guys in a different way, and really take you along and take your suggestions and what you want to see. And we'll be traveling all together. Yeah,
I think that a lot of people, when they hear that we made this decision, are first of all like perplexed, and then ask, so what's the end goal? What's the end date? When are you, what are you doing after? And I think, to a lot of people, it's really, really scary to like take that leap and to not know what's on the other end. And we're just as scared. But we honestly have not planned out, the end of this. It's going to be whatever it is, and we'll see what happens when we get there.
Happens. Yeah. That's always been our motto, and always will be. So that's it. About the question about how is it living in Dubai, we're not going to cover that here because we've talked about it and we wrote about it a lot.
We have tons of videos. If you go to our YouTube channel, there's a whole Ask WDS series about living in Dubai, questions, housing, social life, eating out, everything.
YouTube or on the blog, whatdoesn'tsuck.com, plenty of articles we wrote about all this stuff.
We'll link to all that stuff in the...
I'll do it.
Wherever the kids watch content.
Cool. Other quick stuff, Deep Ayala is asking, when will you come to Barcelona? So as said, we will hopefully be closer to Europe soon, so then we'll come visit Barcelona.
Which means we can also, like Morched Joseph asked, come back to Lebanon and explore more of Lebanon.
Lebanon
48 Hours in Lebanon was our very first 48-hour guide that we ever posted, and we got a fantastic response. And we felt like we got so much love from Lebanon, and it was fantastic because we absolutely fell in love with Lebanon, and we cannot wait to go back and explore more. I think that's one of the greatest things about having been living here in Dubai for the last few years, that we can go check out these places that are so close, and we can go hang out and party in Lebanon for a week.
Lebanon was incredible. The first time we went was the first time we filmed really. We stopped by a restaurant, we had some ham and cheese, and I might have teared up a little.
She started crying. Yeah. She did.
I didn't cry.
In the middle of Beirut.
I was emotional. It was beautiful. And Byblos was gorgeous. Loved it. Actually, I told my parents to go. It's amazing.
I hope they do.
And Ronnie, you're asking if I'm going to keep tagging you in memes. Yes, Ronnie, I will keep tagging you in memes. Don't worry about that. All right, guys, I think we're coming to the end of the questions. So as I said, we're going to go through all the comments, promise, and answer you guys because I see there's more. But anyway, I don't know if you guys know, but we have also a travel group, which is called What Doesn't Suck Travel Planning. And there's
on Facebook?
On Facebook, yeah. And there's a bunch of tips on travel. So if you guys want to join, it's very active, and a lot of people, help each other, which is really, really cool for us to see. And as much as possible, we, interact and participate and give our own advice. But
yeah, it's a really nice group with only about 1,000 people who are commenting, asking questions, asking for tips, and locations all around the world. A lot that we've been to and a lot that we haven't. And there's a great community of people who are really, really interested in helping other people plan their travels. So, join that. What are you saying, Brett?
What do you think your first fight would be about? That's a good question.
That is a really good question. Brett, what do you think it's going to be about?
Either packing or me putting stuff in your bag.
It's going to be me being like really chill about something that should really be well planned out, but I'll be like meditating.
I was about to say money,
and I'll be like, it's going to be all good, and she'll be like, no, like it won't be because there's a bus that leaves and we have to be on it, and I'll be
it's a bus that leaves once a day.
I know, and then I'll be like, you know what, you're right, but I won't admit it. But you'll know that she was right.
But no jokes, we barely have a fight. But we might have a little friction once in a while.
It's mostly just because you hate my backpack.
I don't hate your backpack. I'm going to have to carry it.
But now Anne has a backpack, so please.
It's a cool backpack.
If you don't follow us for any other reason, please just make fun of Anne's backpack.
Don't make fun of it. Team backpack. Now I'm part of it.
Team backpack. Yeah, that's a thing. What else, love?
That's it. We just wanted to ask you guys that if you have any suggestions, any ideas, anything you might want to see more than others in terms of format, in terms of content. Do you like our live videos? This is our first. We'll get better. And this is not the best decor. But do you like live videos? Do you prefer 48 hours? Do you like written content? Do you prefer us to be active on Instagram? These are not mutually, this could work together. But we really want to hear what you guys want to see, because at the end of the day, we also documented this for you and to take you along. And so let us know.
Let us know what you guys want to see and where you want to see us go. And we are super, super excited for this trip and super, super excited to take you with us.
Yes. All right, guys, I think that will be it for tonight. We hope you enjoyed this. Don't forget to like our page, subscribe to our YouTube, plug, and we'll see you guys very soon.
Yeah, let us know what you want to see. Follow us, and I don't think there's anything else we have to say right now.
I think we're done for now.
Yeah, we're good. Have an awesome night, you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Love you. See you.